Hi students, welcome to VerandaRace, and today's session will be a mixed bag of questions. So kind of different kinds of questions will be there based on the latest pattern of exams. So I was not available in town for the last 3-4 days, so the class couldn't happen on Saturday itself, and today the class has resumed on Tuesday. So don't worry, we'll be here always do the classes together. So let me start the session. So mixed questions. So it is basically rearrangement questions, rearrangement. So let's start with the rearrangement. So how to solve this question? So what's the hint to this question? How to solve this question? So you can see it's written yourselves. So you can get a hint over here to associate yourselves. So there's a pair called AD. AD is a pair. And at a time when there is a medical and financial crisis. So you can see CA is a pair, CB. So it can be like at a time when there is a medical and financial crisis, you should come forward to associate yourselves with the task of protecting people. So CBAD is the answer. This is the answer. Okay. So hi, yes, hi Shiva, Kishore Shiva, Sharan, yeah, thank you, Sharan. So CBAD is the correct answer. So moving ahead to the next question. So actually we have a lot of questions today, so let's focus on. Let's move ahead with on a faster rate. Okay, how to solve this question? Okay, you can get a hint over here. Lot of vegetables and less cereals. So it will be like BC, AC. AC is a pair. And to those with diabetes, my advice to them would be DA. So to those with diabetes, my advice to them would be to have a healthy diet which has a lot of vegetables and less cereals and include more protein in the form of Bengal gram, green gram, black gram or mushroom. So AC is a pair, but the sentence would start with D. So DBAC. Do we have an answer like that? DBAC? Okay, wait. DACB. Okay, so let's check again. To those with diabetes, my advice to them would be, so DA. To those with diabetes, my advice to them would be to have a healthy diet with a lot of vegetables and less so DACB. This will be the answer. Okay, fine. Let's check once again. To those with diabetes, my advice to them would be to have a healthy diet which has a lot of vegetables and less cereals and include more protein in the form of Bengal gram. So this is the correct answer, DACB. This will be the correct answer. Fine. Moving ahead. Suganya Ray, D. Okay, fine. So you are answering, right? So I'll be considering your answers as well. Health workers are critical not just for the functioning of health systems but also for the, okay, not just but also. So AB is a pair. AB is a pair. Preparedness of health systems in preventing, detecting and responding. So you can see DBDC is a pair. So we have to check with the sentence starts with ABDC. I think the answer is ABDC. So health workers are critical not just for the functioning of health systems but also for the preparedness of health systems in preventing, detecting and responding to threats posed by diseases. So ABDC is the answer. ABDC, this is the answer. You can check once again. Health workers are critical not just for the functioning of health systems, but also for the preparedness of health systems in preventing, detecting and responding to threats posed by diseases. Fine. So this is the answer. A, B, D, C is the correct answer. I think it's very easy. So, okay, Lakshmi Narayan says B. Which question B? The answer is A, B, D, C. Yeah, A is the correct answer. Moving ahead. Now, we have idioms and phrases. A chip on your shoulder. Chip on your shoulder means an angry attitude from someone who feels unfairly treated. So it means that, so don't consider this rearrangement, the answer, basically it's idioms and phrases. So it means that somebody who has a chip on his shoulder means he has some inferiority complex and he gets into aggression because he feels that he has been unfairly treated. Somebody who has a chip on his shoulder feels that he is being unfairly treated because he has some inferiority complex. So this is the answer. An angry attitude from someone, an aggression from someone who feels unfairly treated. Fine. Next, a slap on the wrist. A slap on the wrist means a small punishment when a more severe punishment is deserved. So somebody who makes a mistake, but he gets a very less punishment, a very small punishment, when a more severe punishment is to be expected. Fine. This is the answer. A small punishment. So the idiom is a slap on the wrist, means a small punishment when a more severe punishment is deserved. Fine. Moving ahead to connectors. So we will solve this question now. Connectors. We have to connect both the sentences given in statement 1 and statement 2 with the correct conjunction or correct connector. So both these sentences have to be connected. Both these sentences have to be connected by the correct connector. So I'll seek answers from you. You have to give the answers. Tell me the answers. Everyone in the office complains that he is behaving arrogant. Everyone in the office complains that he is behaving arrogant. Nobody in the office dares to mention his arrogant behavior to him. Basically, this will be arrogantly. Okay. Everyone in the office complains that he is behaving arrogantly. Nobody in the office dares to mention his arrogant behavior to him. So, these two are statements which are connected to each other but shows the contradictory because you see, if we talk about since and as, they show the cause-effect relationship. Cause-effect means, for example, since he is not helping me, I won't help him. So there is a cause and effect relationship in since and as. But shows contradiction. But shows contradiction. So in this case, you see, everyone in the office complains that he has a bad behavior, but nobody in the office dares to question him or nobody mention his arrogant behavior to him. So the answer will be but, means only A. This will be the correct answer. Fine. Manjot Singh says C. C means both A and B. As. But Manjot, why would you say as is the answer? Because as is also showing the cause-effect relationship. For example, if you mean to say, as everyone in the office complains that he is behaving arrogantly, nobody in the office dares to. It's a contradictory relationship, not cause-effect. Cause-effect means everyone respects him as he is the best performer. There is a cause-effect relationship. Cause means he is the best performer because that's why everyone respects him. So everyone respects him as he is a consistent performer. Fine. So the answer will be only A, only but. Let's move to the next question. Okay. He got divorced yesterday. His parents had done years before. Okay. So we have to select between among, but, since and as. Okay. He got divorced yesterday. His parents had done years before. See, there's only one option left, which will be the answer, which will be because there is no cause-effect relationship over here, and but also shows a contradictory relationship. So we have to choose between as and but, because since directly shows the cause-effect relationship. So we can choose as over here. I'll tell you why. As his parents had done years before, he got divorced yesterday. So that would be the best answer over here, because we see there's no option like none of these. We have the option like all the three. So let us come back to this question later on. I'll come back to this question. We'll come back to this question later on. We'll solve the questions which are which have more clarity. So we'll solve this question first. So we have vocabulary questions which have assuage, attenuate, persuade, and animate. These 4 words are here. We have to find the synonymous or antonymous pair. So we'll come back to the previous question. He got divorced yesterday question. Fine. We'll give some more time on brainstorming on that question. So let's solve this question vocabulary. So there are 4 words which may be antonymous or synonymous in pair. So you have to find the word. So assuage. Assuage means to mitigate a pain or a suffering. Mitigate means to lessen the value of something. And again, attenuate means to make something weak. So you can see, if you lessen the pain of someone, you strengthen him, right? Or you strengthen means consolidate his pain, consolidate his happiness. So in that case, these are antonymous pairs, A and B. Assuage means to lessen the pain of someone, and attenuate means to increase the pain of someone by weakening him. So these are antonymous pairs. So these are antonymous pairs. So we have an answer like A and B. This is the correct answer. Clear? So assuage and attenuate. Attenuate means to weaken someone, to make him weak. And assuage means to reduce the pain or a bad quality, reduction in a bad quality. And this is reduction in a good quality. So these are antonymous pairs, right? AB would be the answer. And persuade means, persuade means to convince, try to convince someone, persuading someone. And anime is basically the, you must have seen Japanese movies like which have those cartoon characters, animated characters. So that thing is known as anime. Fine. So we'll choose the answer as A and B. Somebody says B. Manjot Singh says B. Kishore Shiva says only C. Okay, that case, right. Previous one. I'll come back to that. Don't worry, Kishore. We'll come back to that question. So now, moving on to the next question. Feisty, eternal, perplexed, and perpetual. Okay. So we have a word called eternal. Eternal means which is everlasting, which will never stop. Let me check answers from you. Somebody would like to answer this question? Yeah, I'm waiting for your answers. Okay. So eternal means everlasting, and perpetual means which is continual. Continual means always increasing, always increasing. And perplex means confused. Perplex means confused. And feisty means determined and adamant. Determined and adamant in the sense that one who is determined to achieve his success. So lively, determined. So the answer to this question would be, let me get back to you. So this question has eternal means everlasting, that will never end, and perpetual means continual. So these are synonymous pairs, So eternal and perpetual are synonymous pairs. So the answer would be BD. BD is the correct answer. So feisty means very determined, strong and firm in the decision making, and perplex means confused, to confuse someone. It's a verb. Rakshana says C. Correct answer, Rakshana. Now moving ahead to the next question. They are synonymous pairs. Okay, now error spotting questions. Error spotting. So, one of the greatest lessons for a highly fulfilling life is to rise from a life spent chasing success to one dedicated to finding significance. See, one of the greatest lesson. So if something is one of the, it means it should be followed by a plural noun. So one of the greatest lessons, it should be lessons. So you get many lessons. So out of them, one of the greatest lessons for a highly fulfilling life is to rise from a life spent chasing success to one dedicated to finding significance. The answer will be A. A has an error. Fine. I think you've got the gist of my answer. Next. Each day, over 2,000 Indians are succumbing COVID-19, nearly 4 times the number of soldiers killed in the 11-week Kargil war in 1999. So I know many students are not happy because I was not available for the last 2 days. So don't worry, from now onwards, I'll ensure that I don't take leave because you are not happy with that, okay? So each day over 2,000 Indians are succumbing to COVID. So what's the meaning of succumbing to something? Succumbing to COVID means if you succumb to injuries, succumb to a disease, succumb to an accident, means you die. Not you die, means somebody dies. Somebody who succumbs to pain, succumbs to injuries, succumbs to accident, means he dies. So what the sentence says, each day over 2,000 Indians are succumbing to COVID. Succumb means what? You give up and die basically because of some disease or because of accident or something like that, or injury. So this is error is in part B, succumbing to COVID-19. Fine, error is in part B. Next question. Tackling the immediate medical crisis should of course be the first priority, but it will also be worthwhile to learn from the huge mistakes we have made so far and avoid repeating them in order to prevent a third wave from striking us. I don't think there is an error in this sentence, but still we have options that we can take the inputs from students. So please answer if you feel there is an error in this question. The third question. I'll expect an answer for you from this question, third question. Answer to the third question, students. Tackling the immediate medical crisis should, of course, be the first priority, but it will also be worthwhile to learn from the huge mistakes we have made so far and avoid repeating them in order to prevent a third wave from striking us. No error. No error. Next question, students. The most concrete and widely cited data on diet in Okinawa come from studies by Mokato Suzuki, who published more than 700 scientific articles on nutrition and aging in Okinawa since 1970. So you can see over here the first part of the sentence, the most concrete and widely cited data on diet in Okinawa comes, because it talks about a diet, right? So it should be comes. So the most concrete and widely cited data on diet in Okinawa comes from studies in by Mokato Suzuki, who published more than. So here it should be comes because it talks about a data, concrete and widely cited data. Fine. The most concrete and widely cited data on diet in Okinawa come from studies by Mokato Suzuki, who published more than 700 scientific articles on nutrition and aging in Okinawa since 1970. Fine. The most means only singular entity. Fine. No error. Okay, fine. All great leaders, thinkers and humanitarians have abandoned selfish lives for selfless lives, and in doing so found all the happiness, abundance and satisfaction they desired. Why I'll tell you, have abandoned selfish. So it talks about the great leaders or great thinkers, which was in past. So it should be desired. It should be past tense. We'll see again. All great leaders, thinkers and humanitarians have abandoned selfish life for selfless lives, and in doing so found, it's past tense, all the happiness, abundance and satisfaction they desired. So it should be errors in part D, which should be desired, right? Okay. So now interchanging of words, So let's see how to solve these questions. The hoarding has spread, panic and is evident is heading, people, pandemic, life-saving medicines, interjections and oxygen cylinders, and in the flood of migrants frightened black to there. I think there's a total disorder in the sentence. We need to figure out how to find the correct interchange of words because options are not given. So we have to fulfill all the criteria in the sense that we have to transform the entire disorder. So here it should be pandemic because the pandemic has spread panic and it's evident. So AC will be definitely a pair. AC would be a pair. AC means there should be an interchange in AC. Let's check. The pandemic has spread panic and it is evident in frightened people holding, okay, wait, AC, we are saying AC, right? The pandemic has spread panic and it's evident in holding people. Okay, it is like we have interchanged differently. So A should be interchanged with C and A should be placed in the place of, okay, so heading frightened, well, wait. So in the place of A, C should come. I think it's an order of sentences, right? So how it should be ordered? So in the place of A, C should come. So C should be the first word. The second word should be in the place of heading. What should come? In the place of A, C should come. In the place of C, B should come. In the place of D, A should come. So it is like this. C, D, B, A. Let's check, finally check. The pandemic has spread panic and it is evident in frightened people holding the pandemic has spread panic and it is evident in frightened people heading life-saving medicines, injections and oxygen cylinders, and in the flood of migrants holding back to their homes like they did last year. Fine. This is the correct order. Let's check once again. So what I am saying is, whichever the initial position is, that will be shifted to the position which is meant for, which it is meant for. Well, I'll wait answers from you also. So I think internet is not working. Internet is not working. Okay, it's buffering. The video is not coming, it's buffering. Okay, my internet, you're saying. Okay. Fine, students. So the pandemic has spread panic. So C is replaced with A. Okay. The pandemic has spread panic and it is evident in frightened people heading frightened people, okay. In heading life-saving medicines, injections and oxygen cylinders, and the flood of migrants heading back to their. Okay, so it means that it should be B. Let me rub it. Okay, now it's fine. So here it should be heading. Here it should be pandemic. So A and D. Fine. A means C and D. C and A. So it's basically order of words. So C should come here and A should come here. Now we have to replace C and we have to replace A and D. Wait. CA heading back to C is replaced with A. Wait, students, just a moment. Let me come this side. Well, so hoarding will be replaced by pandemic. So we have placed C at the first. Now we have to replace frightened with heading. So A is placed at the last. Now we are left with, this is solved, we are left with hoarding and we are left with frightened. So people, heading should come, frightened should come here. Here should come hoarding. So C A heading. Oh my God! Wait. What I made a mistake. C heading should come here. B and here should come hoarding. So A DB. Sorry, students. This is the final answer. CADB. So the final answer is the pandemic has spread panic and it is evident in hoarding people frightened. Oh my God! Wait. What is happening? So actually, I have not given options. That's making a problem. So here it should be. I like the final answers. Wait. It is pandemic. Here it should be heading. Here it should be hoarding. And here it should be frightened. So this is the answer. I'll tell the answer. The pandemic has spread panic and is evident in frightened people hoarding life-saving medicines, injections and oxygen cylinders, and in the flood of migrants heading back to their homes like they did last year. This is the final answer. So what we have to do is we have to arrange it, right? So C was put in the place of A, then in the place of B, frightened was put. So CD. In the place of pandemic, what was put? Pandemic was put hoarding. So it's like A, and at last we put B. So this is the correct order. So we have understood the question, how to solve it. So the pandemic has spread panic and it's evident in frightened people hoarding life-saving medicines, injections and oxygen cylinders, and the flood of migrants heading back to their homes like they did last year. So next question. The key to staying healthy while consuming nutritional calories is eating foods with a high overall value. So here it should be nutritional. Let me write this first only. Nutritional value. Here it should be fewer calories. And nutritional values. Nutritional, fewer. Here it should be little. Okay. The key to staying healthy while consuming fewer calories is eating foods with high nutritional value, especially superfoods, and avoiding those that add to our overall calorific intake, but offer little or to no nutritional value. So answer should be, in the place of A we have put fewer, so it should be D. In the place of B we have put nutritional, which is A. In the place of C we have put overall, which is B, and then C, the correct answer. I think you have got it. The key to staying healthy while consuming fewer calories is eating foods with high nutritional value and avoiding those that add to overall calorific intake but offer little to no nutritional value. Fine. Next question. A cause to stand for creating energy, no matter if it's one about experiences, incredible, unleashes for men and women. for the men and women who give you some business or one that involves saving the world. So we have to arrange the entire jumbled up thing, right? A cause to stand for creating energy. A cause to stand for creating energy, no matter if it's one about business, incredible unleashes for the men. A cause to stand for creating energy, no matter if it's one about experiences, incredible unleashes. Okay, wait. A cause to stand for dash energy, stand for experiences energy, unleashes energy, business energy, A, B, C, A, B, unleashes D. So I think this is fit. A cause to stand for creating energy, no matter if it's one about experiences, incredible business for the men and women who give you some unleashes or one that involves saving the. It's a difficult question. Let me think over it again. A cause to stand for dash energy. So it should be like business energy, no. Experiences energy, no. Unleashes energy, no. A cause to stand for creating energy is perfect, no matter if it's one about dash uncredible business. So here it should be business, right? Because it's an adjective, so we need a noun. Incredible experiences for the men and women. It can be business or experiences. Okay, a cause to stand for creating energy, no matter if it's about business, about creating incredible businesses. Okay, unleashes cause to stand for unleashes energy. Wait, students. Okay, so here it should be incredible experiences a cause to stand for creating energy, no matter if it's one about incredible experiences for the men and women who give you some dash or one, some experiences or one that involves saving the world, some business. So answer should be, here it should be experiences and there should be unleashes, for about unleashes. A cause to stand for. Okay, I'll get back to this question, students. Wait, give me some time. In the meantime, we'll solve the close test. So we have two questions to solve. We'll come back to both the questions. So, seeing the Taj Mahal isn't just an excursion of the intellect, it's also a dash of the spirit. So, seeing the Taj Mahal isn't just an excursion of the intellect, it's also about, so it's not just an excursion. Excursion means kind of picnic or movement, enjoying yourself going outside. So, seeing the Taj Mahal isn't just about an excursion of the intellect, it's also a dash of, it's also a gratification of the spirit. Not just excursion, but also, see, we cannot use sustenance. Sustenance means the quality to sustain. Sustain means to continue with optimal use of resources, continue with maximum profitability. So, it's not right related to that. So, flourish cannot be the answer. So, it's also a dash of the spirit. So, it's about enhancement of the spirit or gratification or resurrection. So, resurrection means rising from the dead. So, that's not the correct answer, I guess. The answer can be either gratification or enhancement. So seeing the Taj Mahal isn't just an excursion of the intellect, it's also a dash of the spirit. So, it's the gratification of the spirit. Gratification means satisfaction. It wakes even the numbest persons to what we as human creatures are capable of producing. It wakes even the numbest person up to what we as human creatures are capable of producing but to continue once the Maharaja set his bold intention. His workers started the process of translating that dash vision into a definite reality. What does it say? It wakes even the numbest person to what as human creatures are capable of producing, but to continue once the Maharaja set his bold intention, his workers started the process of translating that dash vision into a definite reality. So the words are cozy, unfeasible, lofty. Lofty is the correct word. Lofty means if we have a lofty vision. Nebulous means hazy. And lofty means very huge and large vision. So that large lofty vision into a definite reality. So that will be the correct answer. Unfeasible means which is not possible, which is not feasible. Okay. So vision into a definite reality, because ambition without implementation is ridiculous. Because ambition without implementation is ridiculous is a ridiculous 3 number. Ridiculous, imagination, delusion, progression, head away. So it should be like, because ambition without implementation is a ridiculous delusion. Delusion means what? It's kind of imagination but which is unreal. Imagination can become a reality but delusion cannot become a reality. So that should be the delusion is the answer. Notion means you have a certain perception, that's notion. Progression means moving ahead. So question number 3, ridiculous delusion. You are now much more fluent in the dash that anything legendary requires. So in the question number 4, let us see. Okay. So you are now much more fluent in the dash, in the hunch, the empathy, the perception. So perception should be the correct answer. So you are now much more fluent in the perception that anything legendary requires generous amounts of industry, artistry and persistency. So you are now much more fluent in the perception. So perception means what you perceive from seeing objects. That anything legendary requires that generous amounts of industry. Industry means hard work, artistry and persistency. Mastery isn't a certain event. It really is a ceaseless process that may take years of dash craftsmanship. 5 number, inimitable, persuasive, painstaking, ingenious. So it should be ingenious. Ingenious means very genius. So we have inimitable means that cannot be imitated. Painstaking is like which takes a lot of pain. Persuasive means to persuade someone. Colossal means large. So the last part is mastery isn't a sudden event. It's really is a ceaseless process that may take years of ingenious craftsmanship, practice, sacrifice and suffering before the finished project intensifies to a level that moves the world. So now we have completed the entire thing discussion. Now let's move to the previous question which we could not discuss properly. Okay, this was the question. So a cause to stand for dash energy. So let us assume that this is a blank over here. A cause to stand for unleashes energy. No. Creating energy is quite suitable. Business energy. Okay. Fine. So the order seems to be like a cause to stand for. Let's write business first. 1. Business energy, no matter if it's one about experiences. Number 2, creating. Number 3, experiences. Number 4. Now the problem is unleashes is not getting suited anywhere. Incredible, some unleashes or one. Yeah, 4 is unleashes. That's the best suitable answer I'm getting. I can just give the best answer. So a cause to stand for business energy, no matter if it's one about creating incredible experiences for the men and women who give you some unleashes, or one that involves saving the world. Some business or incredible business for the, okay. So I think here it should be business, or the other order could be 2, 3, 4. Other order could be third number business. Let's do some analysis. It's a difficult question. Business, business, 4 is experiences, 7 is unleashes, and first is creating. So now let us see second one. A cause to stand for creating energy, no matter if it is one about unleashes an incredible business for the men and women who give you some experiences, or one that involves saving the world. So this question is a challenging one, students. I think you need to give the answer in the comment box. We'll go back to the previous question, because this unleashes thing is not helping us. A cause to stand for dash energy, for business energy or creating energy, no matter if it's one about the experiences, about creating incredible experiences for the men and women who give you some unleashes, or the one. So creating incredible experiences for the men and women who give you some unleashes, or the one. So this is the correct answer, students. So we can do nothing about it. So the answer should be B, A, D, C. B, A, D, C. This is the correct answer. So this should be the correct answer, I guess, because that's the only option we are left with, right? That's the only option we are left with. You can check it once again. A cause to stand for business energy, no matter if it's one about creating incredible experiences for the men and women who give you some unleashes, or one that involves saving the world. Some unleashes means some revelations. So I'll go with this answer, the best one, because it says a cause to stand for business energy, no matter if it's one about creating incredible experiences for the men and women who give you some unleashes, or one that involves saving the world. Some unleashes means some revelations. This is the correct answer. Fine. Moving ahead to the previous question. With all the experience I have, that was the best answer I could get, right? Okay, this was the question. He got divorced yesterday. His parents had done years before. So what should, as, if you use as, how can we connect the sentences? So if we say as his parents had done years before, yeah, one, he got divorced yesterday as his parents had done years before. So as is the only C is the correct answer. Only C is the correct answer. It's not a cause-effect relationship, it's kind of example. So we can say he got divorced yesterday as his parents had done years before. Means like his parents had done years before. The same way it has been used. So he got divorced yesterday as his parents had done years before. So as is the correct answer. Correct? So let's think over. We have got some time left, I guess. 11:53. We have got much time. We have got some time left. So we can go to the previous question once again. I think you're not bored with what I'm explaining. Please understand. So let's go to that question, and if we see if we can get a better answer to that. So what we did was, the final attempt I'm taking, because that unleashes is disturbing us like anything. A cause to stand for dash energy, cause stand for business energy, no matter if it's one about creating incredible experiences for the men and women who give you some unleashes, or one that involves saving the world. That's the correct answer, I guess. No other answer serves the purpose. So students, with this, I'll end the session now. I think you enjoyed the session a lot. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll meet you very soon. Thanks a lot for joining us. Thanks. We'll meet tomorrow at 11 o'clock and 7 p.m. today for editorial session. Thank you so much.